Ticket Machine is the official ticket broker of Spartan Nation. No matter what you need a ticket for, border to border, coast to coast, the Ticket Machine is your ticket source. So whether you need to get into the hottest concerts, the best sporting events, you want the best seats in the house, or you just want to get in the door, when you want to go to any event that requires a ticket, anywhere, border to border, coast to coast, it's always theticketmachine.com. Theticketmachine.com, 517-655-3201. Check it out today at theticketmachine.com.
Cash, talk a little bit about Nebraska. What stands out to you on film about them?
They got a really talented team, a lot of good players. You know, they're playing really hard. And like I said, they got a good crowd. You know, they're embracing that basketball culture there now, so it's good.
Are you surprised at how that place has changed just in your career? Because it's really come a long way since your freshman year.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, they're embracing that, you know, that they got a pretty good basketball team, and that's helping them out win a lot of games too.
You look at their defense, they like to run that 1-3-1 quite a bit. How does that change things at the point?
You know, you just gotta, like I said, be smarter with the ball. They real athletic, play the passing lane, so you gotta be smarter with the ball, trust your offense. You know, guys gonna get to their spots and make shots.
What have you seen from them on film in terms of what things that they do offensively that have been challenging?
They're really aggressive, getting downhill, getting to the basket. Point guard shooting the ball from three really well, so we got a couple guys that can space the floor. And like I said, they're just a long, athletic team. But yeah, they got a long, athletic team, and like I said, they're playing really good basketball right now.
Talk about that length a little bit, how challenging it is. I know the kid from Purdue is a little bit longer in defending you. How much of a challenge is that with bigger guys like that?
You got to learn your angles and stuff. Certain things you're not gonna be able to do, get over the top. You're probably not gonna be stronger than them, so you know you got to be deceptive, find your angles. You just be smarter with yourself.
Would you expect them to play? I know you worked on them playing the zone today in practice a little bit. Are you thinking they're going to do that a little bit more than usual, or mix it up?
I don't really know. They're probably not as deep, so you know how we get up and down a lot, so they might go to the zone a little bit more. But like I said, we don't really know how they're going to play. We're going to prepare for both.
What about from your end? I mean, you're starting to see different looks. I mean, do you feel like teams are going to try and do that, keep mixing things up? I mean, is that kind of standard MO for a point guard to throw them off?
Yeah, definitely. Just to kind of change the pace of the game. You know, teams, you know, we like to get up and down as much as we can. So as much as they can do to slow us down, you know, try to slow us down from doing what we do best, they're going to try to do.
What have you seen in terms of what teams have done differently with Nick, with Josh out?
A lot more doubling. You know, as soon as sometimes it's on the dribble, now he's getting doubled on the catch. So you're not even getting a lot of time to make his decisions and stuff like that. So, you know, just give him different looks, make him, you know, try to make reads, get the ball out of his hands as much as they can.
How much does it help when he's able to get the ball back out after that double, though, and find some shooters?
You know, it changes the whole game. Just because, you know, if you double and we're hitting shots, you know, and he's getting it out, you know, it's hard. You know, threes hurt for sure. So, and then once you stop that and you try to check him one-on-one, that's a tough battle in itself right there. So if he can get it out, you know, making shots is definitely a hard deal.
How do you become at making in-game adjustments when you start to see that? When you start to see different things like the Purdue, like bumping on you and then whatever.
Like I said, just got to make the adjustment. You know, you kind of feel out how they're gonna play that first 2-3 minutes of the game, and you know, last year you probably would have quit or you know probably would have slowed down or something like that. But now you just kind of figure out, you know, all right, that's how they're gonna play, and now we got to figure out how to counter it. And I've been doing a pretty good job just countering teams.
One of the things you had early, because of the amount of time you played with Josh and Kyle, was just sort of this understanding of each other, right? So when you get two freshman wings out there with you and you've got to rely on them, how much is it also an adjustment for you in terms of trust and knowing exactly they're going to cut now, they're going to do this?
Yeah, definitely huge. Just, you know, learning what type of players they really are, you know, in extended minutes, learning what type of players they are when they're tired, you know, just all those type of things you got to learn how to play with them. And, you know, right now we're just trying to teach them to stick to the basics. You know, I know the basics. He's going to be on the right wing. He's going to be on the left wing. Just those type of things like that. And as we grow, that's when all the other things come into play.
And there are points to be in games we won and lost within those little nuances and those little things that Josh or Kyle
definitely. Like I said,
you know it's coming. Yeah.
Just like I said, we've been playing with each other so long. You know where he's going to be. You know where he likes the ball. And you know with these new guys, it's going to take a little bit of time just to learn that.
Has it been hard to run as much with new guys on the wing?
Yeah, a little bit, just because they don't know, how hard you got to run and how consistently you got to run. Sometimes they think they're running and they're not really running. So just those type of things. That's what we got film and we got practice just to iron those things out.
Do you expect more teams to do what Penn State did and challenge that outlet with those guys out?
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. It's hard to do that. Just because, like I said, if you're gonna do it, you got to do it for 40 minutes because we don't stop coming. You know what I'm saying? That's where the challenge is. You can try to jam it for the first 5 minutes, but after that, we like I said, we're gonna keep coming, we're gonna keep pushing, and that's just what we do.
I don't know if you've noticed there's a lot of talk out there as the wins keep coming, and the NCAA tournament fields start getting predicted and all that of Michigan State and Michigan both being 1 seeds and what those games down the road can mean. I know you take them one at a time, but do you didn't pay attention to those things at all and kind of notice how other teams in the conference are doing compared to how you're doing?
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, you notice it, you watch it. If it happens, that's great. Like I said, we're trying to win every single game. So focus on each and every game. That's how you get in that situation where you can be a 1 seed. If you just keep focusing on each game at a time, playing your best in that game. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be a tough. We got a tough stretch ahead of us. It's not gonna be easy. But if we just focus on one game at a time, keep adding up win by win. The wins add up, and like I said, you put yourself in a great situation.
The Nebraska, you played a lot of those guys before, but I'm wondering when you see them going to Indiana like they did last night and win by 15, what stood out to you?
Like I said, they just embracing that they're a good basketball team. It seems like year before they just, they had good players, maybe a couple good pieces, and they were just satisfied with, winning, just being in the conversation. Now they're playing like they want to be at the top of the league, and that's just that mindset is just it makes a total difference. So like I said, they got really good team, really good players, and they're embracing that they're a good basketball team.
Thanks.